The Scripps Howard Foundation is proud to honor excellence in breaking news. The winner, the St. Louis Post-Dispatch for the shooting of Michael Brown. The encounter between an unarmed black teenager and a white police officer lasted just 90 seconds. But life in Ferguson, Missouri changed that August day when Michael Brown was fatally shot by Darren Wilson. Frustration among residents in the St. Louis suburb erupted into violent protests, and the unrest continued as new issues about race and police tactics emerged. Early on, the Post-Dispatch became the go-to source for thorough, accurate, and balanced coverage. 2 days after the shooting, its website had 6.5 million page views. 2 days later, the Associated Press linked its mobile app to the newspaper's coverage. For 11 consecutive days after the shooting, Post-Dispatch reports were syndicated and distributed by media outlets nationwide. Story after story, day after day, month after month, through 2 more local police shootings and November's grand jury decision not to indict Officer Wilson, the Post-Dispatch served the community and informed the world as a 24/7 news operation. Reporters and photographers endured tear gas, physical assaults, and personal threats. They carried gas masks, wore bulletproof vests, and protective helmets, all to share breaking news from dangerous and unpredictable situations through live tweets, video streams, photos, and strong reporting. Many staff members cut their vacations short, and they worked double shifts. They followed the investigation through official channels, and they followed the story into churches, schools, businesses, and homes, giving concerned citizens voices that could be heard above the angry crowds.
It was an important story locally, an important story for the nation, and it needed top-notch journalism applied to it, and they did that.
They brought in their resources and covered a very complex, difficult story in a difficult time in their community in Ferguson, Missouri, and they did it exceptionally well, both in print, on social media channels, and online.
In breaking news, you have to just swarm it. You have to totally commit to the story, and they clearly did that. They put everything they had into that story and stayed on it.
The Scripps Howard Award for Breaking News and $10,000 is presented by Scripps Howard Foundation trustee Ellen Weiss, Vice President and Bureau Chief of Scripps Washington News Bureau. Accepting on behalf of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch is Adam Goodman, the Deputy Managing Editor.
Thank you. I gratefully accept this award on behalf of the newsroom of the Post-Dispatch. For weeks, Post-Dispatch staff members put their lives and their reputations on the line each day and night to write and photograph the first draft of history. While doing their jobs, some of our staff members were assaulted and had their equipment stolen. Others were tear gassed, pepper sprayed, or detained by the police. And all of us, whether on the front lines or in the safe confines of our office, face relentless criticism and verbal attacks from people of all viewpoints who sometimes did not want the facts or our reporting to get in the way of their own biases or agendas. Ferguson is a story that is universal in so many ways, where the backdrop and complexities may be as or more important than the events themselves. It is a story about the use of force, about racial stereotypes, about power, repression, and inequality. But it also became a story of exaggeration, misinformation, and spin. A story showing social media as both a blessing and a curse, and a story exemplifying the value of what we do each day as journalists. Despite great pressures in our transitioning industry, we must remain committed to providing timely and balanced information that can be trusted amid the clutter. Our journalistic responsibility creating the first draft of history has never been more important. Thank you.